All right, guys, we are live.
I think we are live.
Thank you, sir. Okay. All right, guys. Here we go. Um, let's get to this. Welcome, Diane. Guys, uh, Facebook chat sequence. What I wanted to do today was the whole concept of the hook story and call to action. Really, really powerful. That's what I want to focus today is the hook story and call to action. So I've learned this. We'll jump straight to it already. I apologize, we were a little bit late because of the crypto call. I gotta do better. So Jim Rock remind me, we're gonna have to get Asmina's Zoom line so we can stream both at the same time. Let me just go. So once again, Jim Rock, we don't need to record if we're streaming because. All right, so guys, um, what I wanted the hook story and call to action concept is, excuse me here. Put the AI. Okay, there you go. Oops. Okay, 8.26.24 Kingdom AIF story. All right, here we go. Let me share my screen. Guys, Jesus was a master of this whole concept of hook story call to action. I've learned this from Russell Brunson, from Pedro Deo, from Richmond Din. But this concept can be applied in such a powerful way, right? Jesus, let's just use ChatGPT for live teaching. Um, where how did Jesus do story call to action? All right, this is fun, right? So like this is where Jesus right here, so good, where he often began hooking them by to grab the audience attention. Okay, whether he asks a question, a surprising statement, or even a miracle, okay, to draw the people in. And as we're doing AI, and of course we're trying to get our tiny challenge up and rolling and um to do our coaching program, our courses, you have to hook them in, guys. They're there. All right. I was talking to a lot of you guys don't know this. Jim Rocks might not know this. The reason why it was called minus tech.ca is I started this company 2018. I hired my brothers and I hired half of the board of my church. And we were talking, I'm like, oh my gosh, if I said yes when Asmina showed me Pedro Adeo doing 2018, I told him we would have been multimillionaires and multi-billionaires and the company would have kept on going. And then he was saying, oh, Erwin, remember we were doing coaching, we were teaching. So we did teach. We were doing free courses in schools, in colleges and rooms, hotel rooms or rooms, private rooms. And I was like, it was like we were teaching actually wrong. We were just teaching cryptos. We don't know what we're doing. We're just teaching cryptos. Like, guys, buy cryptos, get into mining. I think we were doing this so that we can sell mining machines, type of situation. But guys, wrong people, wrong offer, wrong content. In fact, obviously, the crypto was going down, right? From 20,000 to like it was going down really sharp crypto winter. But what I'm trying to say is wrong hook, wrong story, wrong call to action. But what I'm saying is, if guys post in the chat, be true, be true, be honest, be true, be honest, be true, be honest. Consistency is key. If you're gonna talk, just talk the same way, right? If you're charismatic, be charismatic. If you're calm, calm, collective. If you're this, like, don't jump all over the place because when you do that, bunch of hooks, bunch of stories, bunch of call to action. People are never going to gravitate towards you. Okay. So Diane, Floyd, when you're doing your message, like that's what's important to know who they are. That's why it's important when you do these. Okay, we're putting it all together. Okay. So far, I told you guys, get your Facebook page going, right? Call them out, right? Here it is. Okay, back to my Facebook. I call them out. I'm hooking them in my Facebook, right? I'm calling them in here, right? The people can see pictures, right? Oh, hey, there's a bunch of baby boomers, right? Wow, there's a bunch of kingdom-minded people. All right, Master Crypto. Okay, he's doing cryptos. I'm calling them out. Founder minus Key Academy, right? I did say for baby boomers 44 and up. But what I'm saying is I'm hooking them here. This graphic is still hooked up. They're like, hey, look at that. Dr. Bridget Marks. There's some baby boomers. Look, oh wow, Manuel Johnson, you're hooking them. There's a story behind this picture, right? And then there's a call to action. Join our free Facebook group. Surprisingly, no one commented here say, how do I join the Facebook comment group, right? So no problem. That's fine. But what I'm trying to say is now when you make the content, oops, did I just lose it, right? When Jesus was hooking them with those various, I was gonna say Jesus was the best hooker, right? Hook them, not the other hooker, right? So here, once you hook them, right? Like if you see these YouTube channels, if you see this TikTok, they do the same hook again and again and again, right? So now you do your story. Once you get their attention, guys, you cannot go wrong with stories. I apologize, I haven't been doing this, but like in your email, right? So all of this applies to everything you do. Number one, your Facebook profile, right? In this case, your cover photo, your bio, right? All your pictures. Okay. Number two, now that you have them, right? Now in your emails, okay, create a hook, add a story, do a call to action. Right now in your content, guys, post in the chat. I am a creator, not a consumer. Ooh. Man, the enemy, I was like, man, in this, when I was doing the the retreat, I was like, man, the young people, old people, consume, social media, consume. I was like, guys, we gotta flip the table, guys. We gotta flip the switch. We are creators, not consumers. Guys, post in the chat. I am a creator, not a consumer. I am a creator, not a consumer. But obviously, you consume to learn how to create, but you have to flip this. You have to, like Russell Brunson taught me this in the book. I was like, wow, did you know he only watches 15 minutes? I was like, and then he creates 3 hours of content. That's how it should flip. Most people are 3 hours in content, consuming it, and then not even 15 minutes, 15 seconds of trying to create something. It's supposed to be flipped around. Create. In this case, when we create, okay, when you're creating in your content, same thing, guys. A regular post. I like saying the Facebook background post, hook them, all right, and even reels, videos, whatever. Guys, same thing. Create a good hook, create a call to action, story and call to action. Okay, if you look at my Facebook, obviously a lot of hand raising posts. Okay, pin post, Asmina, right? Like hook, I'm looking to work with 12 Gen X baby boomers for free. Hook them, woo, right? To help them achieve financial freedom through crypto day trading. No cash, just share a review if you see the results. Drop me a hand raising post. Okay, I'm hooking them, right? Okay, this one's not didn't perform that well. That was like, I don't know, a few days ago, right? 227 people, but hooked them, right? So my content, that's my wife's birthday, the teams post that, right? I'm hooking them with these kind of posts, right? 5 day, right? Hook them, here's a little bit of story. I created this one in hooking them. These are called hand raising posts. Okay, same thing, hook them. I just did, wow, Erwin and Asmina did a crypto conference, virtual conference, and it was like call to action, right? So like hook them here. Let me show you some reels. So same thing in our reels, when we create the reels, videos here, same thing. If you're gonna go for videos, most popular videos. Okay, where's the reels? Reels, right? So when you're creating the reels, same thing. You should have that format of hook, story, and call to action, right? So let me show you. Let me see here. 442. Okay, so here's one 442. My sound on. Nope, let me turn on my sound. Okay, 442.
Is Bitcoin just a bubble? Here's the controversial truth. Bitcoin hit all-time highs, but experts warn it could be a ticking time bomb. Some financial analysts compare Bitcoin to the dot-com bubble of the 2000s. Massive price swings make it highly speculative and risky. Yet, major companies like Tesla and MicroStrategy are investing billions. Regulatory concerns loom, with governments eyeing tighter controls. Still, many believe Bitcoin is the future of decentralized finance. It's a clash of ideologies, traditional finance versus the crypto revolution versus will Bitcoin soar to new heights or come crashing down? The debate rages on. Join the discussion. What do you think about Bitcoin's future? Drop your thoughts below.
Right, that was AI generated. Doesn't sound like me because it wasn't me. But there's a hook. There's the hook. Is Bitcoin a ticking time bomb? Like, what is that? Like, it gets people to click it. Then there's a story, and then there's a call to action. You can see a little bit of there that we were doing, type of situation. And then when you do that, you're gonna get the right people, right? I'm not like, I think it was John in my YouTube. I told him, I had to tell him we have to pivot, right? He said, Erwin, I'm going to try getting non-followers. But he's I believe he's a Gen Xer. But when he was making the shorts, he was attracting the males, he was attracting gamers, he was attracting the wrong who, right? The wrong who. The reason why I know it was the wrong who is because we could see the metrics. Metrics are key, but it was like I think here 450. Wait, let me see here. 427. So right here, meme coins. So it's attracting. Here's another one.
Hey everyone, it's Erwin Garcia here. Today, we're diving into the wild world of meme coins. Meme coins like Dogecoin and Shiba Inu started as jokes, but they've taken the crypto world by storm. Why? Because they have strong communities, viral potential, and can sometimes lead to huge gains. But remember, they're super volatile. Only invest what you can afford to lose. If you found this helpful, smash that like button, share with your friends, and hit subscribe for more crypto insights. See you next time.
Right. So this one, I mean, let's look at the hook. Right. So the hook was ownership of in-game assets. Wait, that's not the one. My bad. All right, guys. Like, I think the meme coins, yeah, hamster here, hamster token. So like it was wrong hook, wrong story, wrong call to action. So even the details of the graphics you're using, if I know it's baby boomers, just fill it with baby boomers, right? So this is where I can't keep mixing it. Obviously, I haven't been posting here because we're focusing on Facebook. But like I told the team, guys, put in some baby boomers in here. Put in baby boomers into my cryptos, right? So like here's some mistakes I made. I got an AI in here, so I'm gonna jump in crypto and AI. But as a start, get your message in, and then watch it fly, right? So like here, once you do this in your content, hook them, store call to action. Why are we preparing that, right? So like now when you keep making content, keep consistent, now you can start your Facebook chat sequence, right? Like, get to know them. So you can see here, we've been talking to a lot of people. I got my VAs to help me assist, but now I get to know what they really want, what is the really issues. And then I think what I want to focus is after understanding, you got to create content, right? Like, okay, even a regular post, right? So for instance, I love what Isaac did here in our Christian Bitcoin group. Isaac made a bunch of posts, right? What did Isaac do? Isaac was saying, hey, even these simple ones. Do you know what safer dollar cost averaging? You know that's your safer dollar cost averaging and trying to time the rise of the fall of coin. Like he was just doing some post here, um, and it's like, what is what one thing you desire to learn about crypto? Sometimes you can have a one-word hook story call to action. Sometimes the graphic is the hook, right? Type of situation, right? Which coin would Jesus used to pay taxes? Probably Bitcoin, the king of crypto. Like engagement, guys, just engaging type of situation here. But the whole idea is you gotta put content. As you put content out there, content allows you to hook your who, right? Content allows you to hook your who. If they don't know what you offer, Diane, if they don't know what you offer, Floyd, how can they find you, right? So, like, let me use this illustration. So when we taught in Canada, wrong hook because we were teaching people mining, which makes no sense. Teach them how to make money. I don't know why, because I wasn't clear in the head during that time. But it was like, okay, if I had, they were like, that's what they wanted. But then I was like, teaching them mining so that they buy mining machines. I don't know why we did that. We were all over the place. There you go. That's the other piece. So here's another lesson, guys. Even though we started a crypto company, we went buck wild crazy. We were a mining company, we were a trading company, we were an initial coin offering and research company, we were a consulting company, we were an education company, we were arbitrage trading bot company. We were doing so many things. And I was like, we had no focus, we had no goal, we weren't hitting any of that. The mining was kind of okay until electricity was expensive. And it was like, man, it was like some of the days it was $50,000 per month kind of electricity. But what's the point, guys? Right? This is where number one, thank you, Jesus. We did not know our who. We didn't know our who. We didn't know our what. I made a mistake saying, okay, you know what? I just did all these things, which is I got initial coin offerings, I was trading, I was mining, I was getting cryptos. Let's just do all of that. I'm like, guys, you guys are gonna be all rich. I hired all you guys, brand new being an entrepreneur. And I was like, I had to fire everybody after 6 or 7 or 8 months. Thank God that didn't happen with Minus Academy. So what I'm trying to say is that's why if you don't know your who and your what, right, and you're trying to create these hooks, you'll start seeing how they're engaging with your posts, and then like that's what you can use to say, okay, is this truly my who? Because once you discover your who, I love saying that story, right? When I first ran my challenge, I thought it was gonna be Canadian, male, Gen Xer who loves basketball, who loves video games, who's Asian. I thought they were all gonna come up in the class, and then I was shocked. I was like, what the? It's a bunch of baby boomers in the West Coast. And I was like, wait a minute, we gotta change everything the way we talk. And then I discovered, wow, that's who I was designed for such a moment as this. But then I wish I can go back. Actually, I didn't even use Facebook back then. I was just using Elijah List. Um, Actually, maybe we can. So here we go. Elijah List. Let me see here. Elijah List. Erwin Garcia. Minus Academy. Was it March, April, May 2022? Look at that, 2023, BlackRock ETF. Wow. Look at that. Forum 12. Yeah, let's see what's the latest one here. Okay. Elijah List, July, March. March is early. Jan 2023. There you go. Let's go. Jan 2023. All right. There's Jan 2023. Okay. 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 Like what? Oh, how do you like this? Okay. Here we go. Yeah, so here's what I did. Number one, my original graphic designer did this. Wrong colors. This is for males, right? Should be girlyish colors or female colors. The purple, try doing it. I've got some good news. The Lord's releasing anointing to create wealth for you. Here, right? Weak, kind of weak hook. The Lord is releasing anointing to create wealth for you. Okay, that's not bad. Here was Cindy Jacobs and James Gall hooking the prophetic, people into the prophetic. Okay, I think that we should have done better here, right? Okay, so like just you can just say here, I didn't know what I was doing. I'm like, wait a minute, I should just continue making sure that these links still work because now I don't think they work. Actually, they do work, but maybe I'll update them type of situation. But what I'm saying is still weak call to action, hook and story call to action. Um, I'm trying to see if I can search return to word list. Return to word list. And then let me see if I can search Finance Academy. There you go. Okay. Maybe I can see my first one. Guys, I didn't know what I was doing. Okay. There you go. July. There you go. Okay. March, April. This is what a first one. Here we go. I'm gonna laugh. Right? Join the 5 free day challenge starting May 2nd, April. Become crypto savvy and get positioned as supernatural great wealth transfer. So wrong graphic. Like this is, I don't know, in my opinion. Diane, is this more feminine or masculine? It's more masculine, right? Let me unmute you. I need to talk to somebody. More
Yeah,
masculine or more feminine?
definitely more masculine.
Correct. And I was like, Asmina saying, why do you keep using that? Sorry, it was my male friend designed this. It's cool, but wrong hook, right? Imagine if we knew that. Look, I didn't know my who here yet, right? Have you been to CLS or recent rise of cryptocurrency? You don't know where to begin. Don't know. Guys, this is it. You have to like figure it out, right? So do you feel anxious about missing out? Do you feel intimidated due to your limited technical ability? Then you go right there. Do all crypto terms scare you? Eliminate fears and doubt. You can do it. And then I said, do you want to learn cryptos? Do you want multiple streams? You want to spend more time with your family? Wrong line. Because it's like we thought it was like people who still have their kids home. No, they're all empty nesters, right? So because I didn't know what I was doing. But what I'm saying is at least start the hook. So like it's like you're starting to fish. This is my worm or my gummy worm. Wrong bait, right? If you want the good best bait, I remember going fishing with smallmouth bass and they want smaller fish or they want a frog. They want something they want to swallow, right? So what I'm trying to say is, but then that's why create the content, be consistent. You might do some tweaking, then you start seeing who's responding to your post, but be consistent. That's why, man, I have the roll call. Floyd and Diane, do you guys feel confident at your who and your what, right? Let me know,
I
Diane.
have a question. Can I
Yeah,
ask a
go.
question?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay, so I feel like what I need to know really is important. You were a coach for people that wanted to get involved in great wealth transfer and to get into crypto.
Correct.
But like for me and other people, so like I don't really understand when you talk about coaching, like I don't really understand. Am I coaching like what I did when I set up my GPT, like, or am I coaching like the GPT itself? I don't really understand what I'm coaching.
So so let's go back. That's why even the GPT, very good question, Diane. Thank you for asking that one. So I was I was talking to yesterday, actually even the day zero, to a person. This mom, let me use this mom for example. She's a teen mom. She had her first baby at 16. We were talking and I was saying, hey, do you have any experience what you worked on for 3 years? And she's like, nope, I have nothing. I have nothing. I was just a teen mom and I just love being a mom. And I think she's 33 right now. And I'm like, that's it. That's your what and your who. You need to, there's a potential for you to help up and coming teen moms to help them. Canadians most likely. I think she was Russian. And then there's people are willing to pay to help that, right? So what's the point? Okay, remember how we said use the template, the Ikigai template, but it's like what are the prophetic words? What are the Ikigai? I think Asmina did I don't know if you're part of Asmina's program. She did the destiny wheel. But what are you put all of that together, Diane? So you still don't know who you're meant to serve. Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, no, so what I'm not understanding is like when you say about doing like these
Challenges, coaching program,
challenges, yeah.
GPT.
Like coaching challenges. So like what are you I thought at first you meant like we're to teach people how to make a GPT.
Nope, that's
That's
not
not
it.
what you're
That's
saying.
not it. It could be. It could be.
Okay,
It could
so
be.
it could be,
So
but that's not
could
really
be.
what you're saying. You're saying like whatever, like so my I feel like my GPT really is a big part of me because I lost my dad when I was young, and I know there's a lot of women that struggle with with losing a dad at a young age and they weren't nurtured, then it's really hard. So like I feel like I could actually offer help in some ways, but like I just don't know exactly what the challenge would be though.
So what are we doing? The whole purpose of the Esther 414 movement is, let's read it. So a quick review. I think what you're asking is what's the point of the challenges, the GPTs, and all of that. So very good question. This whole movement is an Esther 414 movement. It's all about do not remain silent, right? Meaning put yourself out there, go into social media, create content, create challenges, create offers, create a GPT. Why? To provide relief and deliverance for your Jews. Does that make sense, Diane?
Yeah.
God has set someone up, a certain people group. It could be one at the start. It could be three. It could be 12. It could be 500. It could be 100,000. But this is where I believe all of us is designed for one specific people group, right? Even the disciples, Peter, James, and John, all of them were dispersed in specific areas, right? I think Peter was more for Jews, Paul was more for the Gentiles. Even Jesus himself had a specific who. So, Diane, what I'm trying to say is, it sounds to me that you have a heart for someone that's what you went through, someone who lost their dad at a very young age, and you want to help them overcome that, correct?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I mean,
Perfect.
when I told you that I kept seeing on my phone the notifications on my phone iPhone the reviews, because you know what it is? I realized after I talked to you, the Chat GPT store that it's in. So that's how it got in my phone, right? Because I was like, remember we were saying there's nobody no followers on that page. So, but daily I have people looking at it. I mean, not like 100, but I have people looking on a regular basis, sometimes 7, sometimes less, whatever. So there's some interest, but I want to see if it's really something I should even use, right? You said first you want to test it. So that's really where I'm at.
Yeah. So now the program is specifically you know your who, you know your what. So you have a way, you overcame that problem, right? So you know how to do that. Um, so now you know your who, which is someone who lost their father at a very young age. And now the whole idea is originally you're supposed to create a GPT, an app to help them overcome that. So your solution is inside that app. But I'm pivoting, so I'm parking that because I'm waiting for that to monetize. I want the academy to start making money and making impact now. So I'm parking that. That will come because they're paying the people right now, but I'm pivoting that to challenges and coaching program. So in this case, like what I did for Prophet Robin, like what I did for Azmina, like what I'm helping Kirshen in, I want to help you, Diane, find all those young ladies all around the world who's looking. I need a mama bear to help me go over this. Does that make sense? Right? Let me tell you a story. In that same retreat we went to in YMCA in Estes Park, my goodness, it was like a bigger group of 300, 500 people of Buddhists, of like families in there. Like people shaved their heads with their gear. And I was like, my goodness, these guys are all going to hell. They're all being demonized. They're like praying, they've had the feet off, and they're like meditating. I'm like, my goodness. And as if we don't take that space, then guess what they're gonna do? The ones that lost their father or mother in a young age, they're gonna go to the Hindu, the Muslim, the atheist, the demon, the Buddhist for solutions. And they do have a solution because they're gonna kick out that other demon and stick in a stronger demon. We all know that. And then they're like, oh, I have peace. I feel lighter. Nope, they're all demonized. If we do not take that space, the magicians, the witches, the warlocks will take that space if we don't take it. So So the whole idea, that's why I asked you and Floyd and people watching the replay, do we truly understand our who and our what? Because once you know that, Diane, they're screaming for you, right? So right now, as Mina's discovering that, she's trying to see, is it really the Gen Xer, or is it more of the millennial or the Gen Zer or baby boomers? But she's starting to discover that more hooks, more content. I mean, as you do that, Diane, like when you know that, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm born for such a time as this. People are burnt out because they're not in their call, right? How am I able to do 8 classes? This is insane. I'll tell the Lord, I'm like, this is insane. I don't want to do this, but I know I'm in my call. I know the Lord's raised me up for such a time as this. I'm not jumping to real estate. I'm not jumping into video games. I'm not jumping into IT consulting, pastorate. I know I'm in my call, and that's what God gives me a grace for this. And this is where the kingdom life is. This is where the abundant life is, behind that who, behind that what. So Diane, push for it, but
Yeah,
now I encourage you.
yeah, I think,
Yeah,
yeah. I was just gonna say, so when I was doing the GPTs, there were things I enjoyed doing, and I actually was having fun with it. But then I really felt like the Lord was saying this was the one I was supposed to do. Like, I don't know, but so that's how I was feeling. And I haven't felt like he has shown me differently as of yet. But I feel like let me put it out there and let me just really see. He'll show me. I'm not worried about it. If it doesn't work, there'll be something else, but that's how I feel.
that's so good. And I think I saw you update your profile picture. I was like, oh
Yes.
yes, Diane, that's
Yes.
so good.
Well, actually, you know what, to be honest, I'm getting someone that lives right next to me. They're helping me because
So
I'll go
good.
quicker.
That's so good. And then there's grace in your face, Diane. When they see your face, they're automatically attracted to you, right? Coach Don and Jacob, they're like, Erwin, why do these people attract to you? I'm just showing my face, and then
Mhm.
you guys are getting attracted. I'm not saying that kind of attraction. I'm just saying that there's a pull. That's what you go in there, your voice, your face, your mouth, and then they have. That's what I said. This beyond this Chat GPT, it will explode when they can see who created it and how to use it. Does that make sense? And I
Mhm.
feel like you need to serve even the unbelievers. They need to, because like, you're seeing that. And as I said, test it out, refine the hook. Today we're learning hook,
Mhm.
story, call to action. Hook them in, right? Why are you doing this? Go in that journey, post why. Put a story like I had this story, right? Just small blurb, and then call to action. Just say, hey guys, just like it. Hey, post where you're from, whatever. But like the whole is you're building connection, you're hooking them in, you're drawing them in. And I see a movement under you, Diane. You have to, because it's like they're stuck. They're stuck. I sense they're stuck. They need you.
One really quick question with my new profile. That was me a while ago. And the person that's doing it for me, she said, I think we should just do a picture now. Do you think that's necessary? She said, because when you're doing interviewing, they'll see you don't look the
Yeah, they
same. Is
want,
that
yeah, that is a true statement, because they're like I see it, it's like, oh, she looks different or he looks different. It's
okay?
like, I mean, it's better if it's recent. I'm
Okay.
upgrading mine right now, because there's a grace in your face. But for me, I think it just shows more wisdom. Like I mean, that's kingdom, right? That's wisdom in the Bible, where the gray hairs or the wrinkled skin, it just shows wisdom, in my opinion. Like for me, I'm scared to show my gray hair here, but like I shouldn't be afraid. I mean, the less hair is what I'm scared of, but like the gray hair, people need to see it. Like I always cut it, but I'm like, okay, they got to see that I have gray hair for wisdom.
Got
So
it.
my suggestion is recent is better. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Dan, I'm excited. I'm excited. And that's why you're
Yeah.
like, wow, you're seeing the hit. There's a need for it, Diane. People are dying. What happened in COVID? Like I was in Orlando, so many people were dying. Like no, there was no exception, right? So like what I'm trying to say is your solution is needed. And then that's why where you're like all the things that you've done accumulates, and you're able to put that and package it for such a moment as this, right? So
Hmm.
and I'm excited. That's the whole purpose of what we're doing in the AI, and that's why I am pivoting to tiny challenges. And what I've learned from Pedro, from Russell Brunson, from Richmond Did, because Diane, I've been telling people I can help you find them in 3 to 6 weeks if you allow me, but you need to put in you have to put to practice what I'm telling you, because I'm putting it to practice. You got to hook them, chat sequence, guys. Like, I got to put some accountability. Are you adding friends? Add my friends. Add people who you think, right? This person, add them, and then post content, right? Well, later on, we'll put a content calendar. I think we haven't talked to content calendar. That's the next piece. Maybe on Wednesday, we'll talk about content calendar. And then you're just putting content, and then as you're putting the content out there, like, wow, subscribe, commenting, like, subscribe, and then you were like noticing, hey, what's going on here? Then you'll start seeing it, and then get this. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Floyd and Diane, one content can go viral to 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 put on fire your movement, right? So I remember when I was in Estes Park in Colorado, there's this one pine tree designed to catch fire. Literally, the branch is designed to touch the ground as much as possible, and it's really cool. It's like it's supposed to catch fire because when it catches on fire, the pine cones will burn up. It's like popcorn, and it will open up, and all the seeds will come up, right? So this is where, as you're planting this, like you're just putting content. One of them can catch fire, and that can bring out the seeds for everyone more. And it was funny because the whole idea is once that one tree dies, bloop, all the seeds drop, and then a whole bunch of trees grow, and rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. But what I'm trying to say is, it's like in faith to put yourself out there. It's like dying to yourself. Like, don't really want to go socials. You know, like I think people are afraid. You know, the comments, how do I look, what I type, blah blah blah. Guys, we have an audience of one, right? I'm like, I get it. There's even scammers that are coming and they're mimicking me. They make fun of me, but I'm like, guys, I have an audience of one, and then there's people that will like and comment in your comment, and then engage, and then watch the movement catch on fire. Okay.
That's good. And one other thing I was thinking about when I'm talking about my what mistakes that I made, I want others not to make those mistakes. I think we
Very
all
good.
should do that, right? We should help others to tell, I made this mistake, this
Yep.
is something, yeah.
Yeah, that's what's powerful. Now you're switching to becoming a mentor. A mentor is not afraid to show their mistake, right? Versus coaching or a teacher, right? A mentor is actually will show both the pros and cons, both the good and the bad for you not to be, and that's what makes it powerful. And do it, post it. I mean, I encourage you, just go turn on your camera like what Lasmin has been doing. Just go there, talk for 2 minutes or less. Just talk. Obviously use some magic and put some caption, maybe some music, but just talk, attract them. Go in the format of hook, story, call to action, right? What's my strong hook? Maybe on Wednesday we'll use Chat GPT. On Wednesday, that's what we'll do. So guys, on
Okay.
Wednesday, be prepared with your who and your what. We'll use Chat GPT to help us create our hook, our story, and call to action for live videos and even for post. Okay.
So, Erwin, this AI is only foundations AI. Only
We
have
have an accelerator and a advanced. So we have
okay,
members that
because
are, yeah.
what
Go
I
ahead.
what I really need to ask the Lord about is I unfortunately have to go back to work in a few days in September, and then when I did that in the past like 6 months, then I didn't have any contact with Minus Academy, but I didn't want to step out. I don't want to do that again. I'll watch the reruns, but I want to be a part. If I got into the evening class, I could always be a part, So I'll just
Um,
I'll ask
yeah,
them when
you're
I
right.
got in.
You prefer live, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I would prefer live.
Yeah.
So
What's your work, Diane? What do you
oh, I
do?
work at a Primrose School. It's like a private
You're a
preschool.
teacher. You're a teacher.
Yeah. Hmm.
Wow, you will crush this. I was just talking to my pastor friends and my teacher friends. They make the best coaches because you already have that teacher gift. You already know how to teach. And I'm assuming kids or
Yeah, 4-year-olds.
4-year-olds, but then you're like, you make it fun, you make it all of that stuff. But like, what I'm trying to say is like, and then I'm curious, I mean, let's go nitty-gritty. How much are you getting per month type of situation, and how many hours per week?
Um, so it's I get bi-weekly. I think it's around 1,400, something like that.
So you get
Yeah,
paid
I
weekly
think
1,400, so
yeah.
around 2,800 per month.
Wait, see there. I'm so bad with numbers.
Is it
I think it's
2,800,
yeah. Wait, no, it might be more than that. I don't
3K,
remember
around
exactly.
3K per month, correct?
Around two. Wait, it's got to be more than that. It's probably like a little over two.
Okay, so around
Yeah,
4K per month,
bi-weekly. Yeah, probably
4K.
something like that.
So, and then you spend 40 hours per week.
More. by the time I leave the house like at 7:30, get home like at 6 at night.
Okay.
6
Right.
is a long
So
day.
I know I wasn't as aggressive. Now I am. Right. So when I say now I am, I am telling you the steps. Literally, if I was to do this brand new, like if I was to pretend I'm totally brand new, I'm gonna open up a Facebook. I'll literally tell you guys step by step, like high level. Number one, I need to know my who and what, right? If I don't know my who and what, I'm in big, big trouble. But if I know my who and what, I have an idea, then friend farming, start posting content, and then hand raising posts. My goal, Diane, in 3 to 6 weeks is for you to get your first paid client at $3,000 per year, right? Whether it's one shot $3,000 or a payment plan or whatever, 3,000 divided by 12, your first paying client, and then you rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. I was talking to that lady, that Russian lady. I was saying, did you know someone is willing to pay you 1K, 3K, 5K, 10K per month, some upwards to 50K to 100K to 250K per month to collapse the time for them, for your experience? That makes sense, Diane? Because
Absolutely.
they don't want so that teen mom, I said, they don't want that 15 years of headaches. They want, let me
Yeah.
tell you what you know, so I don't need to have the headaches. I'm willing to
Yeah.
drop it. Same thing, my cryptos. People are paying me because they want my 10 years of experience, my AI, my 20 years of experience. So if you're gonna go, you have freedom, Diane, they're willing to drink a Kool-Aid. They're willing to take a pill. They're willing to do some kind of witchcraft ceremony. They're out there, Diane. You just
Yeah.
need to find them. And that's what I
Mhm.
want to do for you in the next 3 to 6 weeks. If you want to upgrade to the accelerator to accelerate this, so the accelerator's 7 p.m. on Tuesdays. But what I'm saying, Diane, they're out there. And I know because my mentor, Pedro Russell Richmond, did. I don't want to say the money. I want to go more in the impact, then I'll go with the money. The impact they're having once you get that first client, two clients, five. Like Azmina right now has 6, 7, or 8. She has the 12, the 24 that are gonna come, right? We're gonna get stronger hook, call to action, right? So what I'm trying to say is now with that, and then you can pay higher programs because if you can produce better, faster results, then they're willing to pay more because they're gonna go to the woo-woo witchcraft, the magicians, the Hindus, giving them spells, the Buddhists giving them spells to get freedom, but in reality, they're just kicking out the smaller demon and putting in a bigger, thinking they're free. So then, um, the accelerator is at 7 p.m. on Tuesdays.
Mhm.
The advance, however, is at 2 p.m. But I think you should look into the accelerator so you can feel that community.
Mhm.
What time are you back, you said, from work?
Oh, like around 6.
Yeah, ET.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna push hard. So that's what I said. So you got the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Watch the replay, even though you can't watch it. Watch the replay, apply it already, and then be ready on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Because what I do is I go foundation, I go deeper on accelerator, and I go deepest in the advanced, right? So I mean, unfortunately, the advanced is at 2 p.m., but at least the accelerator, my goal is like they're there. They are there, Diane. And I was just telling that teen mom, you don't need to do all these fancy stuff. You can literally go, hey guys, let's just go to like a three-way call. Call them and say, hey guys, I was telling that teen mom, every week, Diane, all you have to do is, hey, ask me a question. What do you want to learn? That's it. And you're like, you don't even, you know how you can pre-sale a house? You can pre-sale your course. You can say, hey guys, I'm gonna help you have freedom from a loss when you were young. I'm gonna help you. And then just say, hey, ask me any questions. It's like AMA every week. Time boxes for an hour, and you're helping all these young ladies. It sounds like they're ladies, I'm assuming, or
Yeah,
maybe even
mostly women, I would think. It would be Monday through Friday. You would suggest like an hour, like Monday through Friday, right?
no. So I'm talking about your program or
Coaching, like, is Mina, does she do an hour once?
no. She's not there yet. She's just doing 1 hour on at night from Mondays at 8 to 9. Sometimes you go overtime. Obviously, you're there to serve. You don't need to do like what I do in Kingdom Foundations of Monday
Oh,
to Friday. That's just
really?
I'm doing something special. All you need is 1 hour, right?
Oh,
In
really?
fact, the less the time, Diane, the more they spend. If you can do it in 30 minutes and I'm free in 3 months, here's 6,000, Diane. That's how willing they want the freedom. And then when you get that first testimonial, Diane and Floyd, that's it. That's why I'm going to increase this price. That's why I'm going to increase the crypto trading. My original program was 1K, I increased it 3K. My original advance was 3K, I increased it to 6K. Once I get more testimonials, I'm going to increase my prices from 5K is my foundation, 10K for the accelerator, and 15K for my advance. People out there are willing to pay 50 to 100 to 250K per month, willing to fly to Amazon and Hawaii or whatever, all these weird places just to get freedom. And if you're who are non-believers, they're paying that. They're paying for that pill, they're paying for that spell because they want to be free. And you have the solution because you have it, you carry it. So what I'm trying to say is, Diane, let me know. It is let me know. I think it is 2997. But we can work on a payment plan. Yeah,
like 3,000 a year, did you say?
yeah, 2997, and I think we have a
997.
payment. We have a payment plan. I think what I'll do for you, if you're really, really interested in this, is I'll lock it in. If you're gonna pay the one-time payment, I'll lock it in for the next 2 years, and then I'll also give you the day trading. And then you're locked in for the next 2 years. We'll stop your foundation because I need to get as much people into this. And Diane, I sense you're sensing it. I think it's time. It is time. Right?
And can you do the monthly? Can I do monthly like I'm
Yeah, yeah,
doing?
yeah. We can take another call when you're free. We can work something out. We're very flexible. I'm very flexible because yeah.
Actually, I meant the monthly, like when you sign up for Accelerator or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, can you do a monthly payment or do you have to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
the?
I'm flexible when we do that. Well, let's do a clarity call. And you want to do this because I sense you this it's time, Diane, because you got gifts, especially if you're a teacher. This is gonna be cake for you. Like it's just you have to just strengthen your who, your what, and then just go for it. And then my goal in 3 to 6 weeks for you to get your first paying client at $3,000 per month. And then once you get that first testimonial, especially with the tiny challenge, you don't need to do a free challenge. You don't need to do a pro bono challenge. Now that we've learned how to do a tiny challenge.
Okay, all right, sounds good.
Question.
Go ahead, Floyd.
The training program, since you're in the foundation, you said that what is it? Is it 3 grand? The
So
learn to train?
so the foundation is 1K, the accelerator is 3K, and the advance is 6K.
Okay.
Right. So right now, because I'm pushing you guys hard, just like it goes hand in hand, right? So when I say that, same thing with the cryptos. So Diane and Floyd and everyone watching the replay, once you get this, right, this month, so many advanced people are signing up. We're about to do a potential 6-figure month, right? We did a 6-figure month when we turn on AI. I'm sharing this to you guys because guys, the unbelievers they're doing this. I'm like, I was shocked how you can get Diane and Floyd, everyone watching this replay, you can get your 1 year's worth of wages in 1 month, in 1 week, in 1 day, right? Why are we spending all that hours for someone else's dream? It's time for your dream. Does that make sense, Dan? I know you have your own dreams, Diane. You have your own dreams, Floyd. It's scary. I was there, 2022. But when you have the right mentors to handhold you, let me show you what I'm doing to guide you when you fall. My goodness, right? Like we had our ups and downs. We had Coach Dom, Prophet Robin. I was under Pedro. But now that we're like, this is our 2 years, we figured out our leads problem. Like I believe we truly solved that. So Floyd, there's 3 programs. And then same thing, guys. I'm willing to even give you guys the day trading because I need an army. Like the prophetic word is actually that's what I'm spending another extra 15 minutes. The prophetic words is that Prophet Robin gave us me and eyes to focus on this, actually the AI, right? And then last week, get this you're gonna love this, Diane and Floyd. It's not just AI, it's apostolic impact. That's what we have with AI. Everyone that comes to the AI is very, very apostolic in what they're about to do. So Floyd, yes, 3 programs. Yeah, go ahead, Floyd.
Just for clarification, so if we come in at 3,000, then you throw in the training,
the day trading. If this is the paid in full, if you do a paid in full bonus,
paid in full.
you will get. I will do the virtual conference special, which is you get the day trading, and then you lock it in for the next 2 years. So it's like a 4-4-4-1, right? So sorry, 1 2 1 2 3 3 4 1, right? So times 2. It's a 6-4-1. So you get crypto day trading for a whole year before it goes to 5K, 10K, 15K. You get the Kingdom Foundations for 2 years locked in, and you get the accelerator locked in for the next 2 years. Yeah. And then, but then if you're gonna do the payment plan that Diane is saying, this is I'll be open to that as well, because I like, if the finance is not there yet, at least let me show you how to make your first 3K, your next 6K, then you'll ascend to the advanced type of situation. Okay.
No, no,
Irvin, are you saying that we'd be paying for the 1 year, but you'd give us 2 years?
If the paid, so in the virtual conference, I made this special that if you pay the full payment, so if you're foundation, if you've never been foundation and you pay full foundation, you lock in 2 years, and I give you the crypto day trading for 2 years. So it's like a 4-for-1 special, but it's any of the programs. So if you do paid in full foundation or the accelerator or the advanced, I'll give you the crypto day trading, and you locked in the price and all the programs for 2 years. Yeah,
Okay.
that was the thing, the virtual conference special. I'm opening up on the AI because I need to push the AI. I sense this, Floyd, Diane, you guys have been coming so faithfully. I just need to be more aggressive in faith. I know it's doable because I'm seeing it left, right, and center. And it's like, it's time. It is time. It is time. Right? It's time. I sense that's the word for both of you guys. It's time for you to live your dream, not someone else's dream, right? It's time. Yeah. If you sense that, I highly suggest. And then Diane was saying she wants to do accelerator because she wants to be live. Unfortunately, the advance is the two. At least the accelerator, Diane, will be enough to get you out of that job. And then let's get you into the advance. Floyd, if you have the time and the finances, I highly suggest the advance. I'm going to go much faster because the prophetic word is focused on this, because this goes hand in hand in the crypto wave. Once you're making 3K, 6K, 9K, 10K, 15K, 20K, you don't have to worry about finance, but now you stick that into cryptos, and now you can scale up, hire your team, hire your PA, personal assistants, hire virtual assistants offshore, because this wealth transfer is not just cryptos, not just paper assets, not just precious metals, not just real estate. It also involves the AI. I believe my AI students with the crypto students is positioned to be billionaires, right? And the sooner you do it, same thing. Diane, Floyd, they will go to the grief industry. They will go to the hospitality industry. If you're first using AI and using cryptos, you get first dibs, and you get more access because there's a need for that. Does that make sense? And if you're first, it's like you being first in Mars as someone who specializes in hospitality, someone who specializes in grief counseling type of situation. Okay, does that make sense, guys? Yeah. So guys, email support at -tech.ca. Me or myself, my team can spend 15 to 30 minutes if you have any more questions. But guys, now is the time. And it's happening. When I say it's happening, I'm sorry, guys. I have to show it to you guys. I have to. Okay. This is my mentor, Richmond Din, not a believer. Okay. All these people, okay. All these guys are coaches. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 8 coaches. She has 1,000+ coaches. Here's the first one. Okay. I help coaches with their niche and messaging to get paying clients fast. Okay. She just helps people. Probably an unbeliever. Practice. Helping you, right? Demonic. Helping you build a powerful, transformative Qigong practice. I can already sense this is the occult. Okay. Another one. Okay, this guy's probably starting. I'm a relationship coach with 26 experience turning unhealthy into healthy relationships. Is he a believer? Okay. Holy Cross, Dr. John, probably not, right? He's probably a marriage coach, but I don't see any Jesus in here. I don't see any Jesus, right? No Holy Spirit. So occult, right? Marriage coach. Okay, another one. Linda, how much is your property worth today? Book an appraisal today. Consultant, relationships, and prioritizing your needs. Okay, sales consultant. Another coach. Samantha Gill. Empowering wealth, wellness mindset. Enhance your legacy, the time for a positive change. Okay, I'm committed to serving the globe, bringing solutions to families, clean health, wealth, and mindset. Doesn't look like anything to do with Christians. Okay, CEOs, females, demonic, most likely. Okay, all these non-believers are crushing it, making like 20K, 50K, 100K, 1 million per month. All right, here we go. Health coach for Christian moms with hypothyroidism. I don't know what that is, right? So at least this is another Christian, okay, from Durban. I don't know what that is. So she's crushing it. She's Christian. At least this one's Christian. Last two. Okay, Arpret Award, increased revenue with chatbots, specializes in chatbots. Okay, and then lastly, taking the challenges out of your live group training events, coaching, consultation, implemented. You can hire this person to help you run your challenges. That's what sounds like it. Okay, so what's the point, guys? There's this industry. Let me show you guys. That's here. Okay, let me show you guys. Underdog. This is the academy that I'm in. Unbelievers. There's 1,000 coaches that's in here. Guys, they're into you know what I mean? They're into the demonic, they're into the gay, lesbian stuff, all this other stuff. What I'm trying to say is, guys, it's there. If we don't take the space, they'll gladly take it, make the money, make the impact that we were meant to have. Okay. All right. I think that's enough. All right. So email support@minustech.ca. Looking forward, Floyd and Diane. Let me go gallery view, guys. Guys, posting this. We're gonna say on 3. Born for such a time as this, guys. If we don't, God will pick somebody else. Okay. I am not God's first pick. I was just wild enough to say, yes, Lord. And you're feeling that tug in your heart. He's looking, you don't, it doesn't make sense, but this is it. This is the kingdom life. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not in your understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him and he will direct your paths. Whoa, amazing. Thank you. My PK side. When you trust him, you don't understand, let him guide you, because the kingdom life, the kingdom wealth, the abundant life is behind that. Who behind that one? Okay, so we're gonna say on 3, born for such a time as this. On 3, 1, 2, 3. Born
For such a time as this.
All right, guys. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Jim Rocks. Thank you, everyone. Thank you,
Thanks,
Diane.
Erwin.